Friendship is born at the moment when one man says to another, "What? You too? I thought that no one but myself." You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. Someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. A children's story that can only be enjoyed by children is not a good children's story in the slightest. If we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world. The Christian does not think God will love us because we are good, but that God will make us good because He loves us. Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things which give value to survival. Eating and reading are two pleasures that combine admirably. I can't imagine a man really enjoying a book and reading it only once. No book is really worth reading at the age of 10, which is not equally, and often far more, worth reading at the age of 50 and beyond. To be a Christian means to forgive the inexcusable, because God has forgiven the inexcusable in you. We are not necessarily doubting that God will do the best for us. We are wondering how painful the best will turn out to be. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. A man can no more diminish God's glory by refusing to worship Him than a lunatic can put out the sun by scribbling the word darkness on the walls of his cell. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good as far as it can be obtained. Crying is all right in its way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. God can't give us peace and happiness apart from Himself, because there is no such thing. It is a good rule after reading a new book, never to allow yourself another new one till you have read an old one in between. You can make anything by writing. No one ever told me that grief felt so like fear. The homemaker has the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose only, and that is to support the ultimate career. I didn't go to religion to make me happy. I always knew a bottle of port would do that. If you want a religion to make you feel really comfortable, I certainly don't recommend Christianity. The task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. What you see and what you hear depends a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are. Love is something sterner and more splendid than mere kindness. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil.